Hi everyone, Dr. Cliff Faver here, and just want to talk about cost of products. I found it kind of interesting. I was reading a Facebook post about the cost of products, and somebody wrote that the product they were using was so expensive it cost them $27. So they weren't going to buy the product because it was way too expensive. Well, I'm going to tell you right up front, the expense has very little to do with the cost of product, has everything to do with your technique. How you use that product is really what determines the cost, because you can take a very expensive product, froth it, and you're going to minimize your overall costs on that. But if you're just gobbing it on and it's an expensive product, number one, most of it's going down the drain. So your expense is the fact that you're wasting it. So it's important that you use good technique so that you're getting the advantage of using a better product, but using it correctly. And I've done, several kind of quasi studies, asking for input from groomers. And I'm going to say, most of the time you're going to quadruple, if not more, the cost of your product by using poor technique on that. Now, I have to question the math at $27 because that's like a whole bottle in most things, or half the whole bottle. So that's a lot of product on the overall. So I question if the math's correct, but the principle still there is it's about technique if you're wanting to save money. Now, a lot of our systems, our bathing systems and things like that, you got to look at how much you're wasting. If you want to know how to save money, take a look at how much you're wasting, and then that will be a starting point. Love to teach you frothing. We have videos on that should be on the Pet Skin Academy here that will show you the technique on that. If you use that on a regular basis, it should cost you pennies, even using a very, very expensive product on the overall. But if you're using gobs and handfuls, it's going to get expensive. So hope that helps. We'll see you next week.